Is Uncanny X-Men #1 by Gail Simone and David Marquez the best X-Men book that's coming out right now? Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lucky from Lucky's Comics, and today, we got this brand new book, Uncanny X-Men, right? Brand new #1, all of this fun stuff, right? So pretty much, let's talk about this real quick. So, with the new X-Men line from the Ashes, it's the new beginning. That's their like big old brand. We have all these different series, right? I would say out of every single book that's came out so far, it's like X-Men, NYX, Phoenix, X-Force, all these books, right? And then I may be missing one. I don't even remember. But out of all those books, I think this is the very best one that has come out. And this is written by Gail Simone, and David Marquez is doing the art. $6. It's pretty much sold out everywhere. I mean, I work at a comic store, and we sold out on Wednesday. So on release day, we had 100 copies, and we sold out. So that was pretty crazy. But as you can see here, it kind of shows you. This is just the main cover. There's a whole bunch of variants for it, but you got Jubilee on this team, Rogue, Wolverine, Gambit, and Nightcrawler. My favorite team, probably by far, honestly. But let's jump in. So we get kind of everything that's going down. This new lady, her name's Dr. Ellis. This is honestly my one of the first X-Men books I've ever read. I think the first X-Men book was probably X-Men Jed McKay. I think I've ever read. I'm kind of new to X-Men in a sense, so I'm gonna start reading more. But X-Men kind of felt like there was a lot of exposition in it, and with that, it was a decent jumping on point. But it feels like the best jumping on point for any new reader, I feel like, for X-Men related things, because it's all kind of different things. Like, sure, there's little things that you're like, oh yeah, I remember that from Krakoa, or stuff like that. But we start off pretty much with Dr. Ellis, and she's going to Xavier's mansion, to the school. And we're in Cerebro, and she's pretty much telling them to just rip it all down. I want everything in here, anything in here, to rip it all down. I want jail cells, so that any mutant they get in here is literally gonna be a prisoner in the school. And then this is the first inmate. I'm assuming it's Professor X, but we have no idea who it is. But that's pretty cool. I love the art style too. Like David Marquez, I feel like his art fits perfectly with this book for some reason. Here's the team for this issue. We got Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, and Nightcrawler. Jump in with Wolverine, Mexico City, 24 hours ago, and pretty much he's visiting an old friend from the war, and he said, Logan pretty much says that he cheated death because they were betting on who would die first, I'm assuming. But Logan cheated death, and he came back, and then he was saying, then his friend was like, what did you see? What comes after life? What comes after me falling asleep for the rest of my life, right? And he says, I don't know. I'm sorry, it's nothing. It's just blackness in my memory. So it's like, what the hell? And then it's crazy. And then the guy goes, do you think about it, Logan? Sometimes I miss it. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, I will say, this is my first book probably ever that I've read by Gail Simone, and holy shit, I love how she writes Rogue and Gambit. I like her writing style. It's kind of like, it's just, I don't know, like for some reason it connects with me, but it's awesome. All of the green ones are all Rogue's like inner thought bubbles, I'm assuming, because it's all, or not assuming, I know it is, but it's pretty great. But her and the way Gail Simone writes Gambit and Rogue is just amazing. And you got this badass, awesome dragon. It's cool as shit. It also has an Eye of Agamotto on it, which is awesome. But pretty much they're about to go fight this dragon. And then shit just starts going down pretty much. And then he's like kind of talking mad shit low-key. But it's cool because like the art style, I don't know, I for some reason I love the art style in this book. Let me know what you guys think about the art style because like I love it personally. We're just kind of going through, and then the dragon's kind of telling Rogue all these things that she like that he sees through her, I guess, in a sense, and kind of telling like Gambit's the thief, Wolverine's the hunter, and the scared little girl is Rogue. But then like Wolverine always he was like, you might have got 2 out of the 3 there, champ. But it's pretty good. And then like Wolverine with the cowl on, that's just awesome because it's just cool, man. Like this whole action thing and like the banter, everything that's happening is amazing. I'm not gonna give too many spoilers away from it. I'll like flip through every page, but I'm not gonna read you every page pretty much. Gambit and the Dragon make a deal that in a year, hey bro, you gotta come back, go live in the Arctic for a year, and then you can have your eye, the Eye of Agamotto back. And then like this panel right here is just gorgeous, dude. Like, dude, the way that Gail Simone writes Rogue and Gambit is just crazy. It's awesome. And then they're all going and all that, and then we jump to Cyclops and Alaska because that is where X-Men is taking place. If you guys want to see a review on my thoughts on X-Men, #1, just let me know and I'll make a video of it for sure. They talk for a little bit. We get introduced to this new girl. She's like a deer. Her name's Fran, I think maybe. But this evil creature that says "Come to mommy" reaches out and takes her, and she's like, "No, don't take me." I have no idea what that's about, but it seems interesting. And then we jump to where Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, and the Nightcrawler's there, and they're meeting this little boy that has cancer. And it's kind of like a Make-A-Wish thing, which I was like, it's super wholesome, awesome Easter egg right here. Here, I'll hold it up closer. Giant size X-Men #1 poster. But that's awesome. But it's just cool because it's like you get to see how alive this kid is, but at the same time, Logan can tell that, you know, like he's about to. He's also a mutant. That's why he's staying alive. Like he shouldn't be alive right now. But then, like, Wolverine can smell something or sense something. I'm assuming he smelt it and like he could tell what was going on. And he was like, what did he say? No monitors, Doc, just the pulse ox. Why? He's not in danger. He said, well, then Logan goes, I ain't so sure. Where's his parents? And then the doctor goes, I sent them home for a nap. And then Logan goes, best call him back, Doc, hurry. And so, like, obviously something is about to go down. Rogue's sitting on his bed. And from what I've gathered is Rogue can touch people in this run in a sense because her and Gambit are always, like, touching each other. And she never has her gloves on. So I'm assuming something happened in Krakoa or something like that. I'm still new into X-Men. But I was like, dude, that's awesome. Like, that she can touch anybody she wants. But this is where it is Rogue sitting here, and the kid goes, you're my very favorite. And then you see this panel where she's like, and then it says his hand is cold. It's cold. And he grabs her hand, and then Logan goes, you got a blue button in this room? Press it now. Pretty much, like in a sense. And then this kid just starts going, like having a seizure or something because he has a lot of seizures a lot. They explain it. I won't like tell you everything, but pretty much she kind of blames herself in a sense for how this kid passed away. But it wasn't her fault, I don't think. I mean, like, because I guess maybe she didn't have control of her power in that second. But read the book. Let me know what you think. Try to get your hands on this book because, oh my God, it was amazing. We go to this campsite, pretty much. They're all talking. They've been doing all of this cool stuff that X mentions. I don't ever really read it, but it's kind of like newsletters in a sense, I think. So that's pretty cool. But, you know, you get to... They're all having their banter, and Logan is like... The whole dilemma right now is mutants are finally hated again. So they're all doing their own thing. Kitty doesn't want to be on this X-Men team. So Rogue, Gambit, and Wolverine are like, are we even an X-Men? Logan mostly. And it's just this whole little thing. Like, I'll let you read that because this was one of my favorite parts, honestly, because it was so, like, the cancer part was amazing too, like with the kid, the hospital. So that was great. And then we get to this page, and then help, she's coming for us, help us, which is like, what? Who are these? Who are they? And then you get your little bonus thing. Scan the QR code if you have the book. It's kind of cool. It's just one page. It's most of the time I feel like it's just like things that didn't make the cut, I guess, in a sense. But yeah, I mean, personally, I would rate this book probably what? Here's an issue 2 cover. I would say, if I was to rate Uncanny X-Men #1, here, I guess this is the premise. Would I buy another issue of this book? Would I subscribe? I enjoyed this issue so much that I might just subscribe to the book off rip. I know for sure I'm going to order myself 2 and 3 just to see kind of where it's going. But like, I honestly might just sub to it, man, because this book is great. I love Gail Simone's writing, David Marquez. His art is gorgeous. And I would say if I had to rate it out of 10, 10 being the best thing I've ever read in my life, which it's not that, but I would say it's probably a solid like 8, 8.3, 8.5, I would say. This book is it's great. It's a good jumping on point. I know, like, if you know Wolverine, Jubilee's not really in this issue at all. But if you know like Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Jubilee, right? If you know them in any way, you're going to like this book, I would say. And let me know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are on this book because, dude, I loved it. And I think you guys will too. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the next one. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. Peace.